We know that late in life, Georgia O'Keeffe suffered from macular degeneration, and as she lost her sight, she began to work in sculpture. This gave her a means to take the textures, the forms, the lines that she spent her life developing in two-dimensional form to bring it into a three-dimensional surface. This exhibit is Nature Reimagined, and it's a collection of ceramic forms. It's a tactile companion exhibition to our Todd Webb exhibit, Sanctuary and Spirit. We began the semester trying to put the class in the footsteps of O'Keeffe. We know that when Georgia O'Keeffe was here on the Columbia College campus, she would take long walks. She spent a good bit of time in nature, in the woods, by the river. We also know from her home in Abiquiu that she was a collector of objects, and these objects that she collected are echoed in some of the compositions in her work that we see. So the students began the semester by taking walks around campus and collecting objects. We took those objects to begin as a starting point for some of the forms.
This piece is inspired by one of Miss O'Keeffe's paintings of the New York skyline when she spent her time in New York teaching. When I was working on this piece, I thought about what it would really be like to take her two-dimensional painting and put it in a three-dimensional space. And the inside is more built up, almost like a relief, and then the front of it is more like an engraved.
I drew inspiration for this piece from Todd Webb's photograph of Georgia O'Keeffe in Twilight Canyon, and the way that the canyon just surrounded Georgia O'Keeffe and kind of made her the center of attention, but still while being the focus on the canyon itself and the nature.
This is Pueblo style based on structure on Georgia O'Keeffe when she was working on New Mexico. And I wanted to develop more in my technique to put more texture in around the ceramic itself so that it's not flat and it's more 3D so people can see there's more movement is going around the structure.
We hope that the viewer will take away a different sense of O'Keeffe, a sense of the forms after having held them in their hand, a sense of the objects that O'Keeffe collected, things that inspired her work.